I spent a lot of time with my grandparents. My grandparents are on this little alley street, kind of, that wasn't on the map until the 90s. We were a family of 12. My mom's one of 12, and I'm the unofficial 13th. So, we lived in a one-bedroom home that was converted into a two-bedroom home. So the garage area was converted into the boys' and the home, the living area space was one bedroom for my grandparents and one bedroom for the girls.
Gotcha.
So it was almost like a barracks style.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, it was hot and it was cold. So when the thought of us giving our seniors and our underprivileged a box fan during the summer is ridiculous to me. I mean, all you're doing is you're just getting the hot air from one part of your house and redistributing it to another part of the house.
Yeah.
It doesn't solve any of the problems.
For sure. And then tell me a little bit about like heat pumps, right? For people that may not know of that kind of air conditioning, like what is a heat pump and how is it different from a window unit, and why is it, what this project is focused on?
Mini splits are way more efficient. They're way more efficient than most people's central air conditioning units. So we install a mini split into your home. You can actually turn it off if you're not in that room. Or if it reaches a certain temperature, it'll shut off depending on the units. All the units are different. It's almost like a computer. Back when the computers were first coming out, technology was making them, every 6 months there was a new system. Well, that's what this is. It's an emerging market. Heat pumps themselves, since they're so efficient, they actually produce heat. So they use electricity instead of gas. So electricity in the heat pumps will produce heat. So instead of getting cold air coming out of the mini split, you start to get warm air. So you get to cool and heat out of the same system.
Yeah. And the efficiency, like my understanding is it's because like there's no ducts, right? And so there's no loss of the energy, right? Like that you would have with like central AC. Right?
Yeah, it's a short run. It's like 12 to 15 feet versus central air conditioning, where the 12 to 15 feet comes into your main home and then it gets distributed all throughout your home. Yeah, this is I installed some of these in a home in Mexico, my father's home in Mexico 20 years ago. Best thing ever. I never heard of them before. And then they're just recently they're becoming popular here in San Antonio, or in the States. The other thing too, it's hopefully it'll reduce the draw, because most of these older homes, if you see these big gigantic air conditionings, they're 220s, they're super inefficient. They're useless during really it's worse during the winter, because you have all that little area that you get the leakage of the cold air coming in your home. So hopefully one of our other parts of this project is to track the energy consumption. So we really want to reduce the grid usage as well overall. And really, we don't want to burden our seniors or our underprivileged by giving them a higher bill. We want to make sure that their bill is either lower if they have low functioning units. So that's our goal.
Gotcha. And so maybe just if we can like look at one of the units so people kind of know what we're talking about.
We're in the process of getting quotes from other manufacturers. This is just one of them. This compressor will sit on the outside of the home on a pad or mounted to the wall. And this is the head unit. This unit goes on the inside. Most units, they either will distribute the air, oscillate up and down or side to side. Most units do both. They're mostly remote controlled. Every one of them is different, so they have different functions. But this is what we're kind of looking at. This is the size of the unit that's going to come into the home. Yeah, so the only thing we have to do is we have to make a 4-inch hole from the outside to the inside, and that's just to let the water drain, the condensation drain, and communication cables and the freon come in.
And so your part of the project is just to kind of like try to find those units that y'all can get. My part is it's multiple pieces. It's to go and inspect the homes to make sure that their electricity is up to date enough so we can go back in and install power supplies for these units. And we also are working with different suppliers like Air Supply to find the units
And then we are, from there, once we find the units, we're looking for partners to help us install them. We have to be a licensed contractor, a licensed HVAC person to be able to do that. So yes, I'm kind of the middle guy for all our operations. Our core group came together from the issues that were happening in the metal recycling industry. So we all share similar goals. So yeah, it's a good, strong core group, and we don't mind putting in the work.